Hey everyone, and welcome back to Business Mindset. Everyone has heard of Bitcoins, but what are they specifically? This is a question that must come in the minds of many people. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about Bitcoins and whether you should be buying them or not. Make sure you stay to the very end of the video so you don't miss out on anything. The first question that comes to mind is, what is Bitcoin and how does it work? According to definition, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, for example, a form of electronic money. It is a decentralized digital currency independent of banks and can be sent from user to user on the peer-to-peer. Bitcoin has come far in relative short amount of time. All over the world, companies from Reed's Jewelers to a large jewelry chain in the US to private hospital in Warsaw, Poland accept its currency. Billion-dollar businesses such as Dell, Expedia, PayPal and Microsoft do too. You can make transactions by check, wiring or cash. It can also be used where you refer the purchaser to your signature, which is a long line of security code encrypted with 16 distinct symbols. The purchaser decodes the code with his smartphone to get your cryptocurrency. Put another way, cryptocurrency is an exchange of digital information that allows you to buy or sell goods and services. The transaction gains its security and trust by running on a peer-to-peer computer network that is similar to Skype or BitTorrent, a file sharing system. Satoshi Nakamoto leveraged blockchain technology to allow Bitcoin to gain decentralization, complete transparency, and immutability. Bitcoin has the following transactional properties. Irreversible. After confirmation, a transaction cannot be reversed by nobody, and nobody means nobody. Not you, not your banks, not the president of the US, not Satoshi, not your miner, nobody. If you send money, you send it. Period. No one can help you. If you sent your funds to a scammer or if a hacker stole them from your computer, there is no safety net. Pseudonymous. Neither transactions or accounts are connected to real-world identities. You receive bitcoins on so-called addresses, which are randomly seemingly chains of around 30 characters. While it usually is possible to analyze the transaction flow, it is not necessarily possible to connect the real-world identity of users with those addresses. Fast and global. Transaction is propagated nearly instantly in the network and are confirmed in a couple of minutes. Since they happen in a global network of computers, they're completely indifferent to your physical location. It doesn't matter if we send Bitcoin to our neighbor or to someone on the other side of the world. Secure. Bitcoin funds are located in a public key cryptography system. Only the owner of the private key can send cryptocurrency. Send cryptographic technology and the magic of big numbers make it impossible to break this scheme. A Bitcoin address is more secure than Fort Knox. Permissionless. You don't have to ask anybody to use cryptocurrency. It's just a software that everybody can download for free. After you installed it, you send Bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies. No one can prevent you from transacting with your own money. There is no gatekeeper. You can get your first Bitcoins from any of these places. A cryptocurrency exchange where you can exchange regular coins for Bitcoins or for Satoshis, which are like the BTC type of cents. Resources, Coinvoice and CoinSquare in the US and Canada, and Bitbargain UK and Bittylicious in the UK. A Bitcoin ATM or cryptocurrency exchange where you can change Bitcoins or cash for another cryptocurrency. Resources, your best bets are BTER or Coin Corner. A classified service where you can find a seller who will help you trade Bitcoins for cash. Resources, the definitive site is Local Bitcoins. You could sell a product or service for Bitcoins. Resources, sites like Purse. Without getting into the technical details, Bitcoin works on a vast public ledger, also called a blockchain, where all confirmed transactions are included as so-called blocks. As each block enters the system, it is broadcast to the peer-to-peer computer network of users for validation. In this way, all users are aware of each transaction, which prevents stealing and double spending, where someone spends the same currency twice. The process also helps blockchain users create the system. The Bitcoin wallets. There are 3 different applications that can be used. Full client. This is like a standalone email server that handles all aspects of the process without relying on third-party servers. You will be able to control your whole transaction from beginning to end by yourself. Understandably, this is not for beginners. Lightweight client. This is a standalone email client that connects to a mail server for access to a mailbox. It would store your Bitcoins, but it needs a third-party owned server to access the network and make the transaction. Web client. This is the opposite of full client and resembles webmail in that it totally relies on a third-party server. The third party replaces you and operates your entire transaction. you'll find wallet technology that comes in 5 main types: desktop, mobile, web, paper, and hardware. How do you buy and sell stuff with Bitcoins? Here's the funny thing with Bitcoins, there are no physical traces of them as of dollars. All you have are only records of transactions between different addresses, with balances that increase and decrease in their records that are stored in the blockchain. What do you need to know to protect your Bitcoins? Here are some pieces of advice that will help your Bitcoins go further. As you do with a regular wallet, only store small amounts of Bitcoins on your computer, mobile, or server for everyday uses, and keep the remaining part of your funds in a safer environment. Back up your wallet on a regular basis and encrypt your wallet or smartphone with a strong password to protect it from thieves, although, unfortunately, not against keylogging hardware or software. Store some of your Bitcoins in an offline Bitcoin wallet disconnected from your network for added security. Think of them as your bank accounts, while you generally keep only some of your money in your wallet. Don't store your cryptocurrency in Bitcoin exchanges or any third-party storage place for that matter. Update your Bitcoin software. For added protection, use Bitcoin's multi-signature feature that allows a transaction to require multiple independent approvals to be spent. Spending some time on these steps can save you money. What else do you need to know? Protect your address. Although your user identity behind your address remains anonymous, Bitcoin is the most public form of transaction with anyone on the network seeking your balances and log of transactions. This is one reason why you should change Bitcoin addresses with each transaction and safeguard your address. You can also use multiple wallets for different purposes so that your money balance and transaction history remain private from those who send you money. Your confirmation score. As said, you receive confirmation score of about 10 minutes before you make your purchase. Different wallets have their own reading. What are the advantages of Bitcoin? The best thing about Bitcoin is that it is decentralized, which means that you have a payment system that can settle international deals without messing around with exchange rates and extra charges. Plus, you don't need to go through a third party like a bank or to conduct your transactions. Bitcoin is free from government interference and manipulation, so there's no Federal Reserve System to hike your interest rates. It's also transparent, so you know what is happening with your money. You can start accepting Bitcoins instantly without investing money and energy into details, such as setting up a merchant account or buying credit card processing hardware. Bitcoins cannot be forged, nor can your client demand a refund. It's a small wonder that users call Bitcoin Money 2.0, or that Bill Gates called it a techno tour de force. Where do you go from here? Here are various resources that will direct you to best places for finding wallets, stores that accept Bitcoins, exchange for trading Bitcoin, and Bitcoin news, prices, charts, guides, and analysis, among other information. Bitcoin has been through several obstacles recently with Bitcoin Cash fork and SegWit implementation. Bitcoin over the last 11 years has truly disrupted the world's economy and financial systems by providing a payment system that is ahead of its time. Blockchain.info. Blockchain info is a go-to place for checking transactions on the ledger. You can check how much money your wallet contains, or for that matter, how much BTC is stored at any particular wallet address. BITNODES, run by the Bitcoin Foundation. BITNODES estimates and visualizes the size of the Bitcoin network. WIZBIT. WIZBIT shows all transactions and newly mined blocks in real time on an eye-catching spinning globe. We use coins. WeUseCoins.com is a listed credible exchange for trading Bitcoins worldwide or in the US. The idea of you being your own bank and owning your own bank account as opposed to storing your money in third-party financial institution or payment process is revolutionary. Having said that, this is just the beginning. The Bitcoin revolution still has a lot of miles to go. It is going to be super exciting to see where we are going to go from here. We hope you enjoyed the video. While you see here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there.